What's up, everyone? Happy Friday, October 31st, last of the month. So, yeah, just doing a little quick session review here of the morning session. It's been a solid morning for me. I traded primarily in Q. Um, but let's take a look. So, starting with ES, we opened up roughly around 6902 above the big psychological round number, and then just proceeded to sell off. A lot of our tools were telling us, sellers are pretty active through here. Looking at NQ, observed very similar behavior. Okay. Took some shorts there, and then we began getting into the zone where started to see some positioning from initially NQ and NQ. Later on, began seeing some similar positioning on ES. Right around there, I marked a level, and there were also some other spots in this entire range where we filled. Let's see, right there. I think there was another one. Yeah, right there as well. And we spent a good amount of time in this range. Is this like 11 bars? This is a 5 minutes, so about, I don't know, 30 minutes to 45 minutes in this range down here. And I had marked originally 84 and a quarter or so as a line in the sand for me. So if we're below, could expect lower prices. We saw this liquidity right here. I was already in long, and I ended up exiting right here basically on ES. But then I started seeing in Q begin to ramp up, right? So we're putting a picture together here because we can see that a lot of liquidity filled sellers have taken a step back from the initial aggression, right? Aggression through there. And we start seeing some absorption, which are the triangles right here. So sellers were absorbing buyers for another push lower. Then we start seeing some buyer absorption through here as well. Bit of aggression from sellers, but still absorption from buyers, high volume candle right there. And as I begin comparing these between ES and NQ to start building a picture of what is going on, right? Similar thing, aggression, absorption from sellers right at the beginning, then buyers start stepping in. And we also filled a bunch of liquidity here on NQ, like right there. There was another level right here that I marked, maybe right around there. Just see these things being left behind on the market depth. And then eventually I exited the long that I had on ES because I noticed this liquidity. I was like, okay, we're going to go down here, fill it as we have previously with the other ones, and then I can get long. I don't want to take any more heat. I've already been through it a couple times, so let's just wait. And then I start seeing the aggression on NQ. So I jumped in long around this high volume zone. A little bit risky because definitely the potential for reverse. But once we start getting above here, push above the open, I added to my long right through here, which was great. And then I've exited now everything. Looks like right now we're just balancing ahead of 6,900 on ES, right through here, balance. I would like to see us push above this, test the open, and continue higher, really. So we'll see what happens. We got the key levels for today. This was also one of the reasons why I was bullish at this low, because we had PHS. If I come down over here, we had the secondary highest sold strike for SPX right at the lows. That means, there's a handful of traders who don't want price to continue lower from here. Okay, so that was another little bit of confluence for me. Looking at the gamma map, we have this big node right up here at 6,900 SPX. Kind of coincide. Actually, no, it does not coincide with this one. But we're basically now getting into positive gamma territory. So wouldn't expect super high volatility. The longer this goes towards the close, the more boring trading will be likely, especially if we hang around these higher prices. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this quick little review and have a great Friday. Make some money. Cheers, guys.